with a little basketball. And Mac and I count it our pleasure to carry you through this journey. We are ready to tip. Queens freshly minted into Division I. It became official in July, and now they tangle with UVA. First possession to the Hoops. First setback coming to close out the Greenbrier this past weekend at the hands of Butler. De Ridder from downtown, right away, picking up where he left off in that turn.
And of course, the man in the middle, Grunlow.
And plenty of size in the interior for this Virginia squad. A lot of work being done from the perimeter, though, and here's more of it. How about Virginia? First couple of buckets coming from three-point land. Lewis this time around. His father, one of the best to do it in the ACC all time. From the corner, another three. It's Sam Lewis again. What a start for Virginia from beyond the arc. When you enter a building like this in these early season non-conference contests, for a team like Queens, it's the need to hang around. Possessions like this will help. Nice putback from Mann.
As all of Ryan Odom's teams have been.
Boy, nice stop and pop just over the top for Malik Thomas. Now ran into too many of those Queens defenders there. All good. De Ridder right where he needed to be. Solid turnaround in this opening sprint of the new campaign. Ashby, player of the year, tried to dump it off. Coach told you coming in, he's the A-Sun selection for the preseason player of the year. This is the other thing Virginia has done very well. Handful of new faces for Virginia alongside Mallory, who takes it down the left side. Now back out top, he goes with it. Three working well for De Ridder, everyone else for that matter right now. Yeah. He started it.
Jay Brulin now for Queens, coming off a big game, 16-7 against Furman.
Now led the way against the Furman Paladins in that contest in Greenville, South Carolina. Here is De Ridder, and he jams it home.
Fast break, not a lot of room there, but a really nice pass.
They'll try corner three.
Jay Brulin, he might be getting in that starting unit if he's playing so well.
Gathered up, but the pesky hands, speaking of Mallory, make the difference.
Amazing. Of course, he scored like 1,000,000 points over at Stab right nearby.
Less than a mile away. What a journey whose story is being written. He'll try one. How about it? 9 with back-to-back games at least. Wholesale changes standing by. 3 Cavaliers, a couple of Royals waiting to come in, and boy, the 3 proving kind on both ends of the floor here. As you can see, the use of Larson there.
Yeah, they love the 3. Gus Larson stepping out. All their bigs can step away from the basket and shoot it.
Well, trading them.
Tillis is so skilled, a winner from Cal Irvine. I think he's going to have a big impact. Has missed some early in the season with a little procedure, but is just now getting his game legs back under him. But also, that was the very first turnover for Virginia.
Coming with just over 7.5 remaining. Boy, Mallory. He doesn't have to find a gear when he hits the floor. He's already in it, right?
Yeah, he's wide open all the time.
But trying to find some type of window, and it was denied by De Ridder. Queens attempted to go through all the big guys inside, and it rolls right off the rim. Cavaliers still 42% from beyond the arc. We'll try and raise that, they will. Grunlow taking care of that piece of business. 30% from beyond the arc. One of the differences in this game is Virginia tries to pull away. Plenty of energy down the right side, and there's Thomas. I like this combination.
I like it a lot. A lot of matchup issues right here.
Plenty of window for Tillis. Why not? He'll join the three-point party. Some type of understanding when you talk about what the potential playoff scenarios hold.
So much to still be decided, and some of that will be decided right here. We'll talk about that later on.
Yeah, sure. We'll get there. It's a big, big weekend for the Commonwealth Clash. Speaking of bigs, how about the work in the interior? It's Grunlow again. Couldn't duplicate it. So just the one on the front end takes Queens to the 20 threshold.
1-3-1 zone. Gave Virginia a different look in their second turnover.
Boy, how smooth was Mann down the lane that time.
Back-to-back turnovers.
Good job to slice through. There's Mann again. Shot clock down to 7. An offensive board. And man, of 6 to this point in the contest.
And the size has really bothered Queen down low.
Schwieger, how about that? Schwieger.
Yeah, not a big factor in that first half, but you describe him as a stretch 4. That's what he does, to step out and shoot that 3.
And the first basket for Carson Schwieger.
Love this guy's game.
Not his first points of the contest.
Really picking at him to find fault with that, with the way he's done everything else.
Yeah, you're right. 2 of 5 from there today, but so much of the rest of his.
And years of international experience. And then Watford coming straight out of Lancaster, South Carolina.
Well, just a little bit of touch needed there.
Yeah, Hall does so many little.
A positive ultimate outcome for UVA in the end. How about this feed? And De Ridder gathers it up beautifully.
Berman's a guy that has not gotten going for Queens. Solid player, returnee.
Well, there he is. You know, he's a guy, Tel Aviv. Talk about international experience. He's been on all the U teams, the Israeli U teams over the way. Another guy with plenty of international.
Kind of plays like a big point forward.
Just enough touch there. Sprinlow swats it away. Berman trying to find a shooting window. And how about this? Rainbows one home at the horn.
All we had to do was mention him to get him going, huh?
Seat and a breather for Nasir Mann. How about this from the corner?
Good execution on the baseline out of bounds.
Well, back out, but he'll take it. Mallory seemed to have one thing in mind.
Yeah, what great recognition, though. I've got a big guy on me. What should I do? Take it to the rim.
Big guy takes it back. Mallory will try a 3, scores from within. Just as good from without.
5 points in 6 seconds. Is that good, partner?
Alongside Mallory, whose praises we're singing in terms of bench scoring, that really finds himself up there on the doorstep of double digits in that department. Boy, relentless effort from Jibril. Yeah. Was the leading scorer the last time out against Furman, and he has 8 here in Charlottesville.
And another freshman at Queens.
Well, how about De Ridder just works his defender down and drops it through. Mallory getting so many of the headlines. But that surrounding cast you mentioned, tremendous. Here's a shot from the corner, and how about the job? Another kick from Mallory. This time Lewis, he was comfortable right there, just inside the elbow. Virginia stretching it out now, a 12-0 run over the last 2.5 minutes of 74-41. Things beginning to go according to plan. It's trending more and more as they close in on that 80-point threshold again. Like another one that's going to go the right way for the Hoos. A moment, however, for Nasir Mann, reminding everybody he's in the building with Queens. Mann with the slam and did to finish this.
Yeah, Lewis late on the chase.
If everything comes together for this team. You know, they were telling us prior to the game, Coach, look at this. How about Berman? Berman has had his moments in this second half. There's another. That's being built as you speak for this Virginia squad. They'll only get stronger as it happens.
Yeah, exactly. These things are happening organically now.
The Queens team with a number of players back here going to make their mark on the A-Sun this year. There's a piece.
Obviously, Boozer and Caleb Wilson has Tobacco Road talking. Wake Forest missed out on a couple of big chances to win big games. They've hit a little bit of a lull now. Of course, they played the last 2 games without one of their better players, Toby Lawal. Again.
But with the headlines the SEC snatched away a year ago, that makes this ACC-SEC challenge all the more impressive. He's right there with 8. He's looking to become the 3rd in double figures for Queens. Mann with 18, Berman with 10. Something else to cheer about. Just over 90 to play and well over 90 on the scoreboard.
Gillis now with 13.
A nice shot from the corner. Mentioned all our thoughts and prayers continue to go out to Rodney Rogers' family and friends Another of those guys left his mark on the ACC and beyond. Henry, a little too strong, and the putback was turned aside. Impressive bounce back after the long setback thus far of the Ryan Odom era. His team comes away with a big victory over Queens. Sizable victory, that is, on the scoreboard.